Heyo! Hello everybody, welcome to Salamander Racing. I am Salamander. Most people just call me Sal. Alright, we are going to finish the power pack that I had started last week. Or the power pack. Finish one of the endurance races in the power pack. So that's what's on the agenda for today. Slick, BK2, Johnny Boy, thanks for stopping by early. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. If we're going to go into the power pack, we have to mute the PlayStation. Oh, I've already got it muted. I'll have to remember to unmute it when I get into the game here. There we go. There, get rid of that echo. I had it where the line up. I think I see what I did. I messed it up. So I had one source coming in and another one not. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this finished off. I think I've got like an hour and 45 minutes left to go, something like that. So we're just gonna get to it. Let's see, what's the weather looking like? Track should not be wet. Rain coming, but that might be too far away. I have to keep an eye on that. Anyway, let's go on track. Let's get this thing underway. We're back at the front. The question is whether they've got Miyazono a lap down. They should. I had put him a lap down before I saved it last time. But we shall see. For those of you out there stopping by, please remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Hey C-Dubs, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you, my friend. See if we can get back to it. No, it's still got Miyazono on the same lap as me. It should be a lap down. What we got to do is just get into a groove here. Last time I got stuck with the rain, had to take like an extra pit stop and it was all ugly. I just need to get away early. And I should be able to finish this out. I've got an hour and 54 minutes left. Hey CDR. Thanks for stopping in. Do I like F1? You know, I honestly don't really watch it. Much more of a sports car enthusiast. So like IMSA. That's my jam. See if we can save a little fuel. It seemed like fuel is actually the limiter here, not the tires. I do like the Porsche GT3. I see what happened is I think it saved it. Or it saved it like 8 minutes before I actually stopped. So the save must not be like when you actually cross the line. Like it doesn't do it instantly or anything like that. I'll have to remember that. This is a 6-hour race I'm finishing. So the first of the endurance races. I do want to get to the 24-hour races. The 4 endurance races in the Power Pack are a 6-hour, an 8-hour, and 2 24 hours. So I'm going to finish the 6-hour, and then the next time I do this, I'll do the 8-hour. And then I'll get to the 2 24-hour ones. Those are going to take a while. I'm going to have to do those as like 4-hour segments or something, otherwise it's going to take forever to do them. I mean, it's going to take forever to do them anyway, but why make it worse? I've got the Logitech G923. But I do have the RS pedals, so the load cell upgrade. Not the Pro pedals, but just the RS01s. Oh, wow, this is weird. It's got my fuel down at, like, a quarter. That's way different from how I saved it and left it. I didn't realize my fuel was so low. Hit 6 laps. Hey CDR, thanks for hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate that. Everybody, welcome CDR to the channel. Hope to see you back. Up to 823. We got 177 to go. Get to that 1,000 mark. Well then, it didn't feel like I was doing anything different than each of the other times I went around, but clearly it was very different. And now I gotta pass cars again. Oh, this is what happened last time. go with the same mantra I had before. Need to try to be really patient, get around these guys clean. Don't be like doing dive bombs. Don't need to push my way through. Got plenty of time, should be able to make these passes. I say that goes for a super early break, which then messed up my line. Okay, so this is what I don't get. Last time I put in too much steering input and the back end came around. That time the front end was sliding and it wouldn't turn. I don't see how both things can be true. Either the front end isn't biting, or the front end is biting, and that's going to make the back end go around. But it seems to be hit or miss, depending on which lap you're on. That turn in particular gives me all sorts of fits. It never seems to be the same. Caught up to that Lamborghini already. Hey, Rico Saint Racing, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for that like and that sub. I appreciate that. There we go. Made it through that corner. Zono here so I can get back to running away. Don't pinch me. Yep, this is in the power pack, so we're doing the 6-hour endurance race. I had done 4 hours in previous streams, so now I'm just finishing it up here. Hey VKG, how you doing, buddy? Back to the original strategy. Oh, missing my braking point and going way too deep. There's Miyazono again. Ah, man. Every time I start these, it takes a while to kind of get into the groove. I keep screwing up. Gotta get this pass done again. Thanks for the sub, Rico. Everybody, round of applause for Rico. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Hoping to see you again. Appreciate you. All right. Try this again. I just need to accept the fact I need to lift a little bit coming out of that corner. One more lap after this one. If I can stop making dumb mistakes, I should be able to just run away with this. The problem is, with the way I've been doing it, Miyazono should be 2 laps down now. I put him basically a lap down in the first 2-hour stint I did, and then put him a lap down, definitively a lap down in the last stint I did. But it still started with him on the same lap as me. Will make for it to be a little more exciting. I need to try to stay consistent instead of stop making these dumb mistakes. One more lap. I don't know if the mediums, I don't think the mediums are going to make it the whole rest of the way. Although I don't think the fuel is going to make it the whole rest of the way. So I'm half tempted to put on soft. No, that's right. I get about 40 minutes per. So let's swap these out. Fill up. That'll get me 40 more minutes. That'll put me to 1 hour left to go. Then I could do a soft stint at the end. If I really want to. I should be pretty in tune with the medium tires at that point. Now I'm curious just how much fuel Miyazono has. I know Miyazono has been running, likely with a fuel map, and saving fuel this whole time. He's not had to pit as often as I have. Like I said, I'll pit about every 40 minutes. Miyazono's gone for like an hour, so depending on when he pits again, may only have one more pit stop to go, which is likely what I'll have. But if I can catch up that 23 seconds, which shouldn't be too terribly difficult. I don't think I'm going to be able to save enough fuel that I could make it with just... Or no, I think well, you know... Actually, I think I have to save some fuel if I want to try to do this with one more stop. Laps, that's... Well, it says I have 20 laps of fuel right now, which is 40 minutes from now. That would put me at 55 left to go, and I wouldn't have enough. Actually, now it's saying 19 laps of fuel, so... have to do some significant fuel saving while still running Miyazono down. Either that or I have to do this as a two-stopper. Yep, it's 6 hours. Hour and a half to go. I'll be close to 180 laps when this is all said and done. Papa! How you doing, sir? Wait a minute, you were a sponsor last time. But thank you, Papa, for being a sponsor or member of the channel. Yeah, I'm doing this stream now because I won't be around later. Unfortunately. Actually, I've got a lot to do for my Joker series on Saturday. Crasher, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. Awesome. I am doing well. Hope you're having a good day. I will be producing, and T-Case and, or I'm sorry, Slow-Mo and Tati will be commentating on the 20th. Can't get around. Here we go. So we appreciate you being there, Crasher. Keep coming back then, Crasher. Miyazono must have pitted? I didn't notice whether Miyazono pitted or not. He must have. Now I'm in the lead by 22 seconds. Problem is, I might have 2 more pits to do, not just one. I think Miyazono is going to have 1 more. So he'll pit twice in this stint, and I'll pit 3 times. I think is how that's going to go. Which means I just need to get far enough ahead. Good that he pitted now, though. I still have 3/4 of a tank, so Miyazono, yeah, wasn't going to be able to make it far enough. I should be good. Salamander is an amphibian, and the story's really boring. Back when I was in high school, I was playing a video game on a PC, and it asked, "What's your nickname?" and I didn't have one. And Salamander was the first thing that came to my mind, and it's just stuck since then. So I literally pulled it out of a hat. Or I shouldn't say literally, I didn't pull it out of a hat, but I literally just came up with it out of nowhere. hadn't meant anything until that moment. I just thought it was a cool word. Oh, geez, I just realized Miyazono went onto soft tires, too. Actually, Miyazono might have to pit twice. They're on soft tires. Soft tires aren't gonna make it the same distance. I think I'll take that as a compliment. Crasher called me cool. Was that ever cool? I hope not. Braga coming in with no fuel left. I know with NRL last year, I was behind the scenes. Not racing. I think the last season I competed in was season 5. There, getting around them wasn't too hard. I have not heard. I don't believe so. I'm guessing that's going to be next year. Yes, Papa is my boss. Although he keeps calling me boss, which is unsettling. Course. Don't let him fool you. He's the boss. And the face. trying so hard to save fuel that I'm not really pulling away from Miyazono, and I think I'm still not going to save enough. He is. Great until you touch his door during a race. See what I mean? I know Plaka did. What about Shahir? I hadn't heard about Shahir. Tank. 10 laps. So 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm still on that 40 minutes. A stint. Which does mean the last stint I should be able to go and put on socks. Just to make up whatever other extra time I need to make up. Well, that and I won't have to fill it all the way up in the last stint either. I'm going to get to about 20 minutes to go and then need to pit, and I'll only have to fill it up like a little over halfway. Maybe 3/4 just to be sure. I do some coasting through Spoon. See if I can maybe save myself another lap or so. Lamborghinis hit the brakes so early. Seven laps to go. Till the next pit stop, that is. Six laps left at the end of this. This should be 12 minutes. Actually, that's going to put me with 52 minutes remaining. It's going to be close. Like I can almost make it to the end. Tires are starting to give out. About this last time too, but I hate the fact that they brake early and they drive right down like the center of the road. Oh. And then big dive bomb by Suzuki there. Away from them. Yes, I am still the current leader. Thanks, Sarah. We have 5 laps to go. That'll be 10 more minutes. Oh, that's going to put me at 52. I mean, 52 minutes would be 26 laps. I think the most I've been able to do is 20 on a tank. Laps. Although it looks like it's going to be perfectly 5 laps, which means I need to continue to fuel save as I have been to be able to make that. But I still I'm still probably gonna have to pit twice. Gregory Price, thanks for the subscription, or for subscribing. Everybody, round of applause for Gregory Price. Thank you, sir. Hope to see you around in the future. The more the merrier. Got 175 left to go to get to 1,000. This is my goal. I mean, then we'll keep going from there. You know, we'll shoot for 2,000, but that 1,000 is the mark to try to hit. The big milestone. One hour remaining. I feel like I'm eating up my tires more than normal. Rain's gone away. Rain has gone in the other direction, so we're good to go there. I feel like trying to coast through these corners. I'm trying to carry more speed through the corners to make up the time. I think that's caused my tires to wear out faster. Brake balance even more to the rear. Hey, Talon? I've always liked the endurance races. And I mean, against the AI, it's relatively easy. I was saying earlier in the stream here, Miyazono should be 2 laps down, 2.5 laps down now, but the way it saves the game didn't do it. I do like the endurance stuff. I mean, I'd be willing to host an endurance race as long as it doesn't end up being just a carbon copy of the other endurance leagues and regular leagues that are out there. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember Collins even made a logo for it. Well, that's true. The Mystery Machine Wednesdays could be whatever. I got 2 laps left to go and I am eating up my front tires. I can't believe I've eaten up the front tires this much. I don't remember eating them up this much before. I always thought like doing it on like a Saturday, making it either a 4-hour or 6-hour endurance where you have required like 15-minute or 20-minute breaks in the middle. Like I've thought of doing that, setting up a long, like a 4-hour, 15-minute endurance race where one person does all 4 hours, but there's a mandatory, like one of your pit stops requires that you sit in your car for 15 minutes, a 15-minute break. It doesn't matter where you do it. It could be in the first hour, it could be in the second hour, it could be in the third hour. Either that, or I suppose I could mandate a time frame to say between, if it's a 4-hour race, somewhere between the hour-and-a-half mark and the 2.5-hour mark, you have to take your mandatory 15-minute pit stop. Right, you basically just sit in the pits, be like, all right, people can go to the bathroom, get their water refilled, maybe even grab lunch. Oh, I just noticed. I have one more lap of fuel left to go, so one more lap. Ah, it's going to put me down to 51 minutes remaining. In fact, it might be more like 50 minutes remaining. Well, just make it so you don't do it in the first hour and you don't do it in like the last hour. So I guess anywhere after 1 hour but before the 3-hour mark. In like a 4-hour race would do. And again, you could make it a 6-hour race and just say, okay, you need 2 15-minute breaks. I've thought about it before. I've been thinking about it for a while. It's just a matter of getting the time to put it all together and post it, run it. I mean, that could be just more of a, for the racer. Like, I don't know if we could broadcast that. I'd need to have commentators that would be good for 4 hours, 6 hours. Then again, the commentators could switch out too. Oh, this Lamborghini slows down to 100 miles an hour. I've been going through that corner at 140. Between 130 and 140. They slowed all the way down to 100 and then blocked the apex. All right, racing mediums. Well, just to try to talk over the whole thing would be a lot to ask. But I mean, you could split it up like what IRO does, where, okay, somebody commentates on it for the first half, and then you raid another channel, and they commentate on it for the second half, or something like that. But it's figuring out like what track to do it on. You know, you do it as a group 3, you do it as a group 2 or a group 1. I mean, everybody does group 3. I kind of want to do it as like a group 2. Like, I'd love to do it as a Group 2 endurance race. Alright, so with this, I should be able to get down to like 15 minutes to go. Minutes to go. If I can get to that, then I should be able to put on socks. Which shouldn't be a problem. I should be able to get this all the way down. Let's see, I started at... Well, hold on. I started on lap... Yeah, 129. So I did 20 laps there. So 40 minutes, I'll be down to 10 minutes. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit more. We're going to do less fuel saving and just go hard mode. Because I can cut 2 laps off what I've been doing. As long as I can get to that 15-minute mark. Put on softs, only need to fill it up like halfway, and then go. I should be able to do this stint in, like, instead of trying to do it at 80-90%, do it at 90-95%. Lamborghini again. It's casual. Yeah, that's what yeah, that's kind of what I've been talking about. So somebody's figured that out already. How you doing, Mr. Casual? I'd heard things were challenging for you lately. I hope you're feeling better. Ooh, not that. All right, for those out there watching, please remember, those like and subscribe buttons. I would appreciate that. We've got a few subs today already. Could use some more. For those of you casual watchers, come on back. I've got my big Joker series coming up on Saturday. That's my once a month special event. Special rules involved in that one. We're doing Goodwood in a couple of cars. Again, that's Saturday. That's going to be starting at 2 p.m. Central. Definitely come out to watch that. You can always go into my into the live section of my channel here. If you haven't seen it before, you could find some of the past Joker Series events. Oh, Piazzono came in. Yeah, that's going to be his last stop. 45 minutes to go. I think he'll make it the rest of the way. But is he going to go on mediums? I guess he's going to put mediums on. Let's see what happens here. Yep, on the mediums. Cool. So I'm going to go into softs at the end, which, I mean, I'm already ahead of him after a pit stop, so I'm good to go here. Go 59. Geez, I'm even purple. Yeah, I'm just trying to finish off the 6-hour one. Next will be the 8-hour. And then I'll also do the 24-hour ones. I don't know if I'm going to get all those finished by the end of the year, but I'll try. Cole! How you doing, Cole? Nice to see you. Pleasure as always. Oh yeah, you gotta save Nürburgring for last for sure. I think Spa is the other 24-hour one. Right, this guy's gonna slow way down. Down to 115. No easy way to get around him. Well, Spa's the 8-hour. What are the two 24s? There's the Nürburgring 24. What's the other 24? I thought that was Spa. Oh, Le Mans. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yep, it is. That one will be fun. I'll enjoy doing that. I like Le Mans. Le Mans has got to be my favorite track in the game. Yeah, do they have it rain at both of the 24-hour races? I would imagine they probably do. In fact, probably at the 8-hour one also. I mean, it was raining here. The thing is at this race, when I shut it down after 2 hours, the track wasn't wet at all. When I came back and restarted it, there was moisture on the ground. Fernando, how you doing? I'm running the power pack right now. Doing my last leg of this endurance race. But yeah, there was moisture on the ground, and it was sprinkling just enough to add to it. And so I ended up pitting for intermediates. None of the AI pitted for intermediates. They just waited it out for like 2 laps, 3 laps, and then it was fine. Yeah, see, that's just it. I mean, in all honesty, I shouldn't have pitted for intermediates. I should have just stayed out and waited it out like the other drivers did. And then this would have been okay, there was moisture on the track, but like race tires the whole time. Did not come out of there in second gear. For those of you that are regulars around here, definitely go check out the Salamander Racing merch store. I got a bunch of stuff out there. You can find it in the description to the live stream, or in the description of all my videos, to be honest. Gets ahead of me, pulls in front of me, and then slows down. Yeah, the Diablo slows down so early. It's ridiculous. I'm really trying to make a point of, in these endurance races, trying to race cleanly and not force my way past drivers, just be patient as I ran into the back of the McLaren. Feel like I gotta run on this guy. So many of these cars have much better exit speed than me. Okay, so he turned down into me. I did not dive bomb him. I was there. He turned down into my car. You can't go for the apex when I'm on your inside. You're right there in the braking zone. I broke later, so I was going to get to the corner first, but then he let off the brakes in order to catch up in the braking zone, and then wasn't able to get it stopped and had to use me to stop the car. He went in deep, causing contact. Like, I don't like that the AI does that. What's goofy is that the Power Pack AI is way better than the normal AI, but it still runs into you. Absolutely, like the whole braking right down the middle of the track. So you either have to go to the inside, knowing that they'll pinch you off as you get to the apex, or you go around the outside and they just like stay wide, like push you out there, making it really hard to get past. They make sure to push you out into the marbles so you get even less grip. Hey, Mick Goes Racing. I mean, it's better than Sophie 2.0, but it's still aggravating. All right, 17 minutes till I get to that 15-minute mark. Well, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Mick. I appreciate that. I'm sure my Cream Elements will notice it here soon. So it won't. But I appreciate the sub. I see my number went up. 826. Appreciate that. Hope you'll come back in the future. I think we do some cool stuff around here. Saturday, I was mentioning this earlier, Saturday starting at 2 p.m. Central. I'll be, gotcha. Yeah, Saturday starting at 2 p.m. Central, I will be running my monthly Joker Series races. We'll definitely stop around for that. Those are always really fun. We do a full broadcast with commentary. I've got my friends Tati and T-Case are going to be doing commentary for that event. He's not wrong. Minutes, give or take. Then we're gonna try softs, see if we can put down even more pace. Man, Spoon gets so wonky. Hey, Carl. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. Crasher was asking about you earlier. I'm doing well. Just trying to finish up this last leg of this endurance power pack race. What just happened? Something happened with my headset that it got way quieter. I can turn it up. That was weird. Like all of a sudden the volume got like cut in half. On pace to maybe do 1 or 2 more laps than that. So pretty darn close. I think I'm going to get 2 more laps. I should be at 173 when this is all said and done. This is in the older Supra. That one. I'm just using one of the ones that the power pack provides you. I like it when you let off the throttle and it does that whistly sound. The Hyundai Elantras do that, the TCR ones. Or I should say that Group 4 Elantra does it a lot. Back when I was actually at the track, you heard it pretty predominantly. That's cool. Oh, the Lamborghini again. Slows way down. Had to try to time that pass. GTR is the one chili level, right? Or I should say difficulty. Yeah, I'm just trying to finish these. Trying to get it where I've finished all of them, where I've just finished them all. And then I'm going to go back and try to get all of them done on the hardest level. I mean, I suppose if I really wanted to, I could go back and do all of them, do them at the one chili level, and then go through them like a third time and do them at the two chili level, but I'm not sure if that'll take too long. I'll probably lose interest if I do that. I was going back trying to do the very first American track, the blue. And the very first one's at Laguna Seca. I've been trying to finish that on the two chilies difficulty, and but I've been trying to do it on controller, and I've just not been able to do it. I've made like 3 attempts at it. I tell you what, running, the power pack, you get to practice going against some drivers that maybe aren't giving way, aren't giving you the room that you think you deserve. So it kind of forces you to learn how to drive differently. Well, what I'll do is I'll queue up one of those races when I'm like on a break at work, or I'm on my lunch break, but I don't feel like getting into the rig and putting on the shoes and the gloves. I just want to knock one out. I'll just do it on the controller. But I do need to try that one on the wheel to see if I can knock it out easier. But that one's just a basic, whatever, 25 minute race. That's not an endurance race. All right, I've caught up to Miyazono here. I'm only 6 minutes away from what I was planning on stopping. This McLaren has such straight line speed. Although now that I'm in the slip, I'm actually keeping up. Normally it just drives away from me. Although I think Miyazono's been running with the fuel map. Oh yeah. I would agree with that. I mean, technically, with 20 minutes to go, I could potentially fill it up to a little over halfway, like 60% fuel, put on softs. I could probably make it to the end, but I'm going to get to 15 minutes, or at least closer to 15 minutes, just to be sure. I don't want to get to that last lap and suddenly have like no tires because something didn't go the way I thought it was going to. But there we go. It's the third time I've put Miyazono a lap down. I am definitely feeling these tires now, though. Well, the thing is, I'm about to pit here, so I'm gonna lose a lot of time. I don't know, I could pit on the next lap, because I'll be at 16:30. I think that's close enough. 16:30, I'll need 8 laps. Which soft tires should make it. 10 laps is a full tank, so if I'm talking, or I'm sorry, 20 laps is a full tank. Actually 8. If I fill it to halfway, I should be good. I could probably go to 40%, but I don't want to misjudge it. I'm just going to go to 50%, put on softs. He's in second place. I mean, look, 8th place is 5 laps down. But that's with them getting some catch-up time, where it bunches the field all back up when you come back from saving the game. I am picking on the AI. They deserve it. Alright, we're gonna pit. Final pit. Yep. 8 laps. We're gonna go on softs. I think 50% fuel will give me more than 8 laps. I want to fill up to what it says I got at least 9. 50% should give me 10. So yeah, I should be good to go. I want to see if I can beat my 58.799 for my fastest lap now that I got softs on and a low fuel load. Get these tires warmed up. Thank you. Definitely got more grip. Alright, this next lap we're going to full send. See if we can beat that fastest lap. Carl. Appreciate you making the rounds. Everyone be like Carl. Make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you're new around here. I would appreciate that. Again, trying to work our way towards 1,000 subs. Wait, I'm 7/10 up on my fastest lap already. Went deep there. Three. The grass. I think that's Miyazono right ahead of me. I may be able to get him lapped before the end of this race. Five laps to go. Actually 6 if I keep up this pace. goes for a big defensive stance there. With the soft tires, I can outbrake him. Actually, what I need to do is slow way down. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do like one extra lap. Although then again, I have the tires and the fuel to do an extra lap. Alright, got to make it around these guys when they... The brakes, blocking, he's blocking, get out of the way. See him dive to the inside there? And then Miyazono dive to the inside. Had to block him off. There we go, 202. I'm actually going to get to the end of the race. I'm going to be like, there's 10 seconds left, and I'm just going to stop before the start-finish line. You know what, if I do one more lap just to get up to 173 laps, I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. Mr. Casual said he did 171, so... I should be able to get 173 laps out of this. Maybe 174, actually. I may hit 174 laps. That's crazy. Right down the middle of the road. I don't know why I'm going deep on that corner. I shouldn't be. soft tires are starting to wear. Still got a sub 2 minutes, so yeah, I've got 3 laps left here. Unless I get slowed way up or have an incident. There. There, had to cut off the inside line. Thank you, sir. I don't get to do as much driving as I used to because I'm doing all the commentary stuff, but you know, when I do, I have fun. Yeah, especially with Upshift Media. I mean, there's a lot of work going into that. Doing the VIP League. Last lap. Or no, I'm going to have one more lap to go because I should be able to cross with some time left. But for those of you that have been watching, if you're out there lurking, please remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons. I'd appreciate it. If you've been around for a while and you're interested in becoming a channel member, I do have memberships available as well. Get some early access to some of my shorts. And as my Joker series gets more and more popular, those with the Joker level membership will have priority in those lobbies. Hoping that that will continue to take off. I've got my next Joker series race this Saturday, starting at 2 p.m. Love it to have everybody stop on by and watch that. Should be fun. We're going to be at Goodwood. Seconds to go. Nope, I'm going to do 174 laps. I'm doing another lap just because I can. Exactly. Yeah, Miyazono's already finished, so he finished the lap down. You know what? I could do some donuts at the end. That's what we're gonna do. There's still cars on the track. There we go. All right, you know what I gotta do? I gotta mute the in-game because I know if I leave it. There we go. Mute the in-game music because otherwise when I get back to the menu, there's a problem. Ooh, you got 3 million credits for that. You actually save that replay? It actually lets you save it. Oh, I didn't think that would work. Look at that. Miyazono's fastest lap was a 2:02.9. All right. Thank you, guys. Oh. All right. Well, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get back to the menu. I'm going to start up a Joker Series lobby for people to come in and practice, for those that want to either see what the Joker Series is about or who wants to come practice and race in it on Saturday. So I'm going to take a break because I need to go use the restroom, but I will be back in just a couple minutes. So stay tuned. See you in a bit. All right, we're back. We're back. A quick break. But yeah, let's fire up a Joker Series lobby here. Controller for that. I hate that this takes so long. Right, need to adjust pedals after that race. Pedals like this slide off to the side. Here, get this going. All right, there we go. It's up. Or you guys don't want to. Here, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I had to like get out of the rig in order to adjust the pedals. When I run long races like that, the pedals get all wonky. I either need to tighten down the brackets that hold it together so it doesn't slide to the side, or figure out something so it stops doing that. But while we wait to see if people come in here, I'll just run through all my stuff. Like I've said a number of times already, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate that. We also have our endeavor over at Upshift Media Studios. So we have our YouTube channel. It's at Upshift Media Studios. If you go there, please subscribe to that channel as well. We are currently in the middle of broadcasting for the VIP League that's going on, the VIP GT World Championship. And we anticipate having additional clients in the future where we're going to be doing broadcasting of league races and stuff like that over at that channel. So check that out. If you're here and you've watched me before, you've probably seen me take drinks from Dubby Energy Drinks. Definitely go check them out, dubby.gg. If you place an order for their energy drinks, if you use code SalamanderMN at checkout, you get 10% off. I do like their stuff. It's actually really tasty. And then, of course, I'm sponsored by 4D Racewear. They sponsor me and my Joker series. Go check them out at 4dracewear.com. If you use code Salamander10X at checkout, you get a 10% discount on your order. At 4D Racewear, they've got 4D Racewear gloves, 4D Racewear shoes. I had this 4D Racewear jersey made for me. This was a custom one, so I don't think they have this on the website, but they've got a bunch of other jerseys that are very comfortable. So definitely check those out. They have hats. They've got other stuff too. But definitely go check them out. Jim, I've gotten to talk to the owner. I even had him on my last Joker series broadcast where he got to kind of interact with us in the commentary booth for a little while. So really cool talking to him. Really personable guy. Small business. Definitely go support them as well. Let's see. I got sport mediums on this thing. Let's go do a couple laps. I can show you guys what this is all about. This is going to be a fun little race. These cars, they're not high horsepower, so this is all about momentum. We're doing this where sport mediums and sport hards are required. Sport softs are available, so I anticipate people will use that for qualifying. But in the race, it'll be mediums and hards. all about momentum here. We'll go around one lap here, and then I can show you guys where the Joker lap is. That's what we do in the Joker series. We run Joker laps. So that's one lap out of the race, or there may be more than one. But for this race, one lap out of the race, you have to run what's called a Joker lap. So you have to take a little bit of extra track. You have to go a different route than everybody else, just for this small section. It's this section right here. See the barriers on the left? You can go through, you can slalom through those barriers. So the way we do it is drivers have to indicate that they're going to take the Joker lap by turning on their turn signal. And there's rules around like at what point do you have to have your turn signal turned on by to let your competitors know that you're taking the lap. It's called a commitment line, so there's that. You run through the Joker lap, and it just adds a bit of extra strategy to a race. All right, so the commitment line when you're going to take the Joker is at the end of the bleachers on the left. There's a service road. You have to have your turn signal turned on before then. So I'm going to turn it on now. It's this road right there. So that's the commitment line. You need to have your turn signal on before that point to let your competitors know that you're going to be taking this Joker lap. And the way this goes, the Joker lap driver is going to stay to the left here, get slowed down, slalom through here, and there's a Joker lap. So you got to slow down a lot more than the other drivers to get through there, which is the point. Joker lap is supposed to take you some extra time. That's how it's done. Do a kind of a lap I can put down here. Actually, I'm going to need a second one as well, because it was a slow beginning to this lap. This track, you got to be so careful, because if you go off onto the grass, you're going to be off for a while. You will just slide forever, for what feels like forever. Here we go. So it looks like about a 4.5 second difference between taking the Joker and not taking the Joker. Don't go in the grass. That was close. The nice thing is with this race, because these cars are relatively low power, you can drive a little more binary with the throttle. Talking to you, Papa. You can pretty much mash the throttle and not worry about spinning the thing out. You have to be careful under braking, though. This thing does like to slide. It was purple. Not by a lot. Tenth of a second. 28.2. But there you go. That's what the Joker series is about. I've got this practice lobby up. If people want to come in and get some practice in, you got to be friends with me on PSN in order to find the lobby. But again, we're going to be doing these set of races on Saturday, starting at 2 p.m. Central. That's when we're going to kick off the stream. We typically do 15-20 minutes of like intro, describe about what we're going to be doing and all that stuff. Run qualifying before the race actually begins. But yeah, come on out and watch. If you haven't been around here before, of course, if you subscribe to the channel, then you'll get notifications as to when I go live again, which again will be this Saturday. So I think I'm going to call it for the stream. I just did a whole bunch of racing, a little bit of practice here, so I'm a little worn out. Going to have dinner here after a little bit, so I will leave this lobby up for those that want to get in. But thanks to everybody who stopped by. I got 5 new subs today. 5. I appreciate all of you guys who stopped on out and did that. I am, that's right, going to give away. I've got 5 more channel memberships I can give out for free this month, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Let's see who gets them. There we go. 5 gifted memberships. They are going to Luis Sosa, Island Soldier, Romeo Corridor, and TNS Res Racer. So congratulations all you guys who got your free Salamander Racing membership. For those of you who aren't members, consider becoming one. Help support the channel here and what we're doing. Always appreciate everything that everybody does for me. Again, I'll be back on Saturday. So until then, peace out. Everybody have a good one. Be nice to one another. We'll see you then. Bye.
Yeah. You've been vibing with me this whole time, but every legend's gotta log off sometime. Screens glowing, chat scrolling, hearts racing in this tiny room. Tonight you rode the wave with me. Now we rock it to the moon. This is the Salamander sign off. Last spark, then I fade from your screen. Hit save on the moment, log out of the dream. Yeah. When try, feel like a thundercloud. You spam my name, I carve my lane. From one quiet click to a runaway train. This is a salamander sign off. Last spark, then I fade from your screen. Hit save on the moment, log out of the dream. Oh yeah, when the lights cut, we still burn hot. Remember this sound in your veins. Salamander sign off till we fire it up again. Legendary nights, we were locked in. Eyes red, but the chat kept us locked in. Boss fights, late flights in my mind's eye. You were dropping all caps every time I try. From the first low sub to the wild roar. You turned one small stream to a world tour. I ain't gone, I'm just ghosting the frame. If you hear this voice, you remember the name. Salamander, say it back to me. Hey. Salamander, echo in the feed. When the calls go quiet and the room goes dark, you still got the rhythm, you still got the spark. Streams ending, but the story's saved in you. Till the next time we collide. Stay sharp, stay strong. Salamander out. Yo. Salamander here. You've been vibing with me this whole time, but every legend's gotta log off sometime. Screens glowing, chat scrolling, hearts racing in this tiny room. Tonight you rode the wave with me. Now we rock it to the moon. This is the salamander sign off. Last spark, then I fade from your screen. Hit save on the moment, log out of the dream. Yeah. When the lights cut, we still burn hot. Remember this sound in your veins. Salamander sign off till we fire it up again. Camera like you in my ear. Every win, every fail, yeah, we call that net. Turned a little lonely room to a combat mat. We glitch, we lag, we laugh too loud. Made a tiny try, feel like a thundercloud. You spam my name, I carve my lane. From one quiet click to a runaway train. This is a salamander sign off. Last spark, then I fade from your screen. Hit save on the moment, log out of the dream. Oh yeah. Nights, we were locked in. Eyes red, but the chat kept us locked in. Boss fights, late flights in my mind's eye. You were dropping all caps every time I try. From the first low sub to the wild roar. You turned one small stream to a world tour. I ain't gone, I'm just ghosting the frame. If you hear this voice, you remember the name. Salamander, say it back to me. Hey. Salamander, echo in the feed. When the calls go quiet and the room goes dark, you still got the rhythm, you still got the spark.